Hey, what up guys? This is just a quick overview of attack moving or A moving. Just basically going to be going over the mechanic of it, how it works, how you should do it, proper training methods, or easy training methods I should say. You can do this however you want as far as training goes. You can go into real games, you can go do whatever you want to do. So Arthas is so kind to be hanging out right here for some reason. And so we're going to practice on him. So first I'll show the basic move, the A move command. So it's very, very simple to stutter step and auto attack. This is a stutter. Attack moving is stutter stepping. It's just sometimes it's called attack move. Anyway, this is an actual attack move. Is hitting A and then left click, and you will attack the closest thing within this proximity of your click. So that's a moving or attack moving. And stutter stepping is when you're alternating them, and I'll be showing that off in a second. So how to stutter step properly is right click, your movement. So one right click, and then an A left click. Right click, A left click, right click, A left click, right click, A left click. That's the stutter step mechanic. So I like to practice with Vala. Or at least recommend practicing with Vala because her basic attack speed ramps up over time, so it'll force you to progressively attack move faster or stutter step faster. And her Vala's base attacks per second, I always test it at 20, by the way. It just you can just get all your talents then. It just makes it kind of easier. The attacks per second is 1.83, and that obviously ramps up over time. So you start out pretty slow, and then you're gonna have to progressively get faster. I'll bring up my build real quick here, so you guys can see. This isn't like a concrete build that I go. I was just kind of messing around with this one earlier. You guys can pause it if you need to check any of that out. I could always make a Vala build, and I still have to do some testing on her, and I just haven't played her in a while, so maybe a little bit more concrete. So initially, your attack speed's pretty slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you start speeding up as soon as you hit 10. Just going through this to make sure that your attack speed will progressively ramp. It goes up by 50%. So I'm gonna let these stacks go down, and I'm gonna start stutter stepping on this training dummy. This is this is the easiest way to get started in this whole thing. So you can attack them once. So what you want to be doing is getting your stutter step to be fast enough that you're intervaling between these two shots. That's your goal. So when you're starting out, you need to be moving a little bit slower, and then you progressively speed up from there. 1, 2. So that's basic stutter step mechanics, and that's what I would do to practice. Just getting some basic stuff, and you don't have to do it very long. Now moving with a hero, you want to, especially with Vala specifically, you're going to. Oh, good, Arthas is still here. You're gonna want to keep your distance from somebody who's a melee hero, you know. So you're gonna go back and forth. So I'm just gonna only auto attack Arthas here, and try to do as best stutter stepping as I can with Arthas. You can always, or you may get hit occasionally. This is the kind of stutter step that you want to be going for. And I am getting hit occasionally, and that's okay. As far as when you're trying this out, you don't need to be super perfect, but you need to get the concept down. So I'm just gonna turn on minions real quick. So the easiest way is just to go through and practice on the training dummy like I showed you, and then once you're feeling prepared, you can practice on Arthas or whoever, doesn't matter who you're practicing with on your training, but you just want to be able to keep up with them, maybe play a little more aggressive like that, where if he starts running back, you want to move this way to the right. If he starts going back to his gate, so you can keep up with him, and practice your stutter stepping that way for chasing and escaping. Try not to use Vault or any of your abilities, because not every single hero has an ability to go off of. as an escape or an engage. So yeah, just hopefully you guys can give it a shot and it works out for you. And we will be seeing you soon, somewhere in the Nexus probably. I'm just gonna go crazy on this guy. And there you go. There's something you can do in a real match with Vala. I can always do a build with her or something at some point. But anyway, guys, I hope this helps you out on some basic A move, and I'll be seeing you later.